Hey guys, this is my velocity tutorial. It was originally created for those of you who have bought my velocity pack off of my Payhip, but I decided to just go ahead and upload it to my YouTube channel. It doesn't really go into what the settings for my Twixtor are. It does a little bit, but basically this is for the preset specifically that I made and am selling. So go ahead and check that out in the link in the bio. It's only $10, so if you want to go ahead, you get all of these things. You'll see everything at the end in the video. So yeah, other than that, just enjoy the tutorial. Everything has been pre-composed, all of that. So go ahead and apply the slow-mo effect. I'm also just gonna add on motion blur even though it doesn't really matter. Usually I drag it out so that there's a little bit more of that speed in the beginning, just because I feel like it works better. This is where it's defaulted to the frame rate. If it looks laggy for any reason, like it's a tiny bit laggy, the input frame rate of this composition is 30, so I can change it and then there we go. And then it's a little bit smoother. Honestly, it depends on what level of effort I want to put into this, because the other way to fix kind of a laggy velocity is to go into here and to enable time remapping and then go through and look for where the clip stops. So see here, it doesn't move, and then it moves again, and then it moves. And then it moves, all of that. It doesn't move. So depending on the level of effort you want to put into how smooth your velocity is, you could also go through and do this. And since I already started it, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish. So I'm gonna speed this up. Alright, so once you have all the keyframes in, then you just start moving them back up so that you close those gaps and make sure there's no like frame where the clip isn't moving at all. And also make sure you don't overlap them, because I've done that by accident before. Like I'll pull it too far and then it'll go over one, so just watch what you're doing. Yes, it'll drag the clip out, but because you're slowing it down, see, it still makes it to the end, so then it's a little bit smoother. Hold on, let it render first. There we go. There we go, much better. So that's how you smooth it out if you want to like really get into it. Like I said, most of the time when that happens, it's just because of the clip that you chose. So be super careful about selecting clips, and then it'll go from there. So for the actual like velocity, I don't know how to describe this, like the keyframes, you know, when it moves to the beat of the song, that thing. I just added my thing. When you add the Twixtor preset, I'm gonna add it to this clip and we're gonna work on that one later, but when I add it, it only has these ones, but I will get to how you know, fix that. So going into it, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is mark the beats of the song. So these ones, there are only 3 that I'm focusing on, and I already did this part of it. So we're gonna get to that in a second, but I want to first talk about the graphs. So as you can see, the keyframe, I started at 100, then it goes to 200, and that's like one keyframe. It doesn't really matter. I don't really know why I do that. I think it looks better. I don't know. Then 30, then 200 again. So that's one set. Then what I do is I copy these 2 keyframes and I paste it in the middle. I'm not gonna do it because obviously I did it here. So I paste it and then drag the other one down to the end. Now, what you need to do first and foremost is to go into the graph editor. I'm gonna expand this a little bit. This is on value graph. Make sure that's what it's set to. You're gonna drag, so we're gonna start with bottom one. Scratch what I did up there. You're gonna start by dragging each point outwards. So outwards. And you can customize this to how you want it to look. I like this super smooth, like almost invisible velocity. I know some people like that kind of aggressive, like choppy kind of look, which is like up and coming. So it's really up to you and what you like. And then you're gonna drag the top ones downwards, so making that curve a U. And then the same thing over here. And then you can drag this one out, but like I said, it's like one keyframe, so it doesn't really matter. So that's that. Hold on, it's gonna render very slowly now. Okay, so like I said, it really is, velocity is not a like thing that you can get perfect with with presets. Like, you have to tinker around and mess with it. If I were gonna like go in there and do the same thing I did in the previous one where I did all the keyframes, it would probably turn out a lot smoother. Sorry, I can't talk, but I don't wanna because I'm lazy. So we're just gonna move past that. Moving on to this one. Here's where I'm actually gonna kind of get to show you guys. So drag this down that way. Command C to copy. If you're on a Mac, I don't know what it is on a Windows. Sorry about that, but drag it over there, and then over here. Then we're gonna go into the graph editor again. Pull it out. Too high. There we go. I'm gonna go really quickly since I went over this already. Alright, so then what we got, there we go. I like that clip. That one was a good one. And again, if I wanted to change the input frame rate, it'll have an effect on the clip itself. And I actually, alright, I like it better the other way. So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, it's all about experimenting and seeing what fits it best, seeing what you like best, all of that. So that's where we are. So that's the velocity tutorial.